December 24, 1945. A quiet Christmas Eve in West Virginia, United States. The night felt normal. A family at home, children laughing after the celebrations. Nothing seemed wrong. Until midnight. A phone rang. The mother picked it up. A strange voice asked for someone who didn't live there. She hung up. It felt odd, but not dangerous. She went back to sleep. That was the first mistake. Hours later, she woke up again. This time, it was the smell. Smoke, thick, heavy, real. The house was on fire. Flames were spreading fast, too fast. She rushed to wake everyone. Panic filled the house. Some children escaped, but 5 of them never made it out. The father ran outside, desperate. He tried to reach the upper floor, but the ladder was gone. It wasn't where it should have been. He ran to get water. The barrel was frozen. He tried his truck. It wouldn't start. Then the second one, dead. Everything that could save the children failed. Within minutes, the house collapsed. By morning, only ashes remained. Authorities arrived. They searched everything. And then they found nothing. No bones, no bodies, no trace of the 5 children. Just silence. Authorities made it simple. The children died in the fire. Case closed. But the evidence didn't agree. Because in fires like this, something always remains. Bones don't just disappear. Teeth survive extreme heat. But here, there was nothing. Then came another discovery. The phone line. It wasn't burned. It was cut. Someone had disabled it before the fire. The ladder was later found, away from the house. Moved, not lost. The trucks that failed that night were working perfectly the day before. And the fire itself spread faster than normal. Too fast. Then witnesses came forward. One person said they saw a man near the house before the fire. Another claimed they saw the missing children, alive, after the fire, walking with unknown people. Then came something even stranger. Before the incident, a man had warned the family, "Your house will burn, and your children will be destroyed." At the time, it sounded insane. After the fire, it sounded planned. This was no longer just a fire. It was something else, something controlled. To understand why, we look at the father. He was outspoken, not afraid to criticize powerful people. And sometimes, that creates enemies, dangerous ones, people who don't forget. Now think again, a warning before the fire, or tools disabled, escape blocked, witnesses seeing the children alive. This wasn't emotional, this was organized, planned step by step. Some believe this was a kidnapping. The fire was just a cover. While everyone focused on flames, the real act happened quietly. The children were taken. Witnesses claimed they saw them in different places, with strangers. Alive? Years later, a photograph arrived. A young man, looking exactly like one of the missing boys. On the back, "I am alive." No proof, but no explanation either. So now, 2 possibilities exist. Either 5 children vanished into fire without leaving a single trace, or they were taken in one of the most perfectly executed disappearances, and the truth was never fully uncovered. On a cold Christmas Eve in 1945, Fayetteville, West Virginia, witnessed a tragedy that would defy explanation for decades to come. When the Sodder home went up in flames, the evidence left behind suggested something far more sinister than a simple accident. The family's ladder, which always leaned against the house, was missing, found discarded later in a nearby embankment. Even the water barrels were frozen solid, a cruel coincidence that prevented any chance of extinguishing the early flames. The official report stated the 5 children perished, but the fire chief admitted the heat wasn't intense enough to consume bones. Looking at the house layout, multiple entry and exit points were available, providing a clear path for a potential abduction. George Sodder lived the rest of his life in a state of analytical torment, questioning every detail of that night. In the reflection of the glass, one could see the burden of a father who refused to believe his children were gone. While the world watched the house burn, some believed the real story was unfolding in the shadows of the property. A dark car was reportedly seen idling near the edge of the woods, its headlights off as the inferno raged. Through the thick trees, silhouettes were seen moving with a haunting efficiency, leading small figures away from the heat. History seems to have frozen at that exact moment, leaving a family fractured between reality and a terrifying mystery. Witness reports began to map out a trail, suggesting the children were transported across state lines in a coordinated effort. From South Carolina to Texas, the sightings grew, painting a picture of a journey that the authorities refused to acknowledge. Decades later, a mysterious photograph arrived, allegedly showing a grown Louis Sodder with a cryptic message on the back. Jenny Sodder held onto these fragments of hope, her life becoming a testament to a mother's refusal to forget. The billboards they erected became icons of the highway, their faces weathering the sun and rain for over 40 years. Now, the site of the home is nothing but an empty lot where the grass grows tall over secrets that may never be told. The truth remains hidden in the shadows of the past, leaving us only with a haunting legacy and an unsolved tragedy. We honor the memory of the Sodder family and their relentless pursuit of justice in the face of an impossible mystery.